Hi. Um, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Ah, you can't hear me because I'm muted.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. So how are things going? How are you doing?
I'm feeling well. And I'm a little nervous because it's not my first time talking to someone in English, because a few days ago I just started to talk in an app called Tandem,
Yeah, I know, tendon. Yeah.
and I just started there, but it takes a time.
And how was your experience on tendon? Because I hear a lot of people saying about sexual harassment and bad things, you know?
Yes, because it is a chat,
Yeah.
and it is hard sometimes. But in my case, I don't have any difficult with this. And but I just started a conversation with a girl, and suddenly she just popped to send message for me, and sometimes happen that. And but I think that is a good start, um, a good,
Yeah,
I
a
don't know
good
how to
beginning,
call it.
a good way to practice,
Yes.
be in touch with the language.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, I study English for a while. I don't remember the exactly time, but I just take some English courses that did not work very well for me, because we know in these courses we don't have practice much speaking or listening. And in the last year I started to study alone, and this way I can see um, how my skills develop.
Yeah, increased, got better.
Yes. And my life was a little bit crazy in the last year since here, because I I quit my job, and actually I'm graduated in letters. I don't know how to speak.
Languages.
Languages. Languages, Portuguese and English. But in the beginning, I don't have the purpose to teach. But since I quit my job, all of this changed, and I I discovered my really passion for English, for teaching English. And recently I started to teach English, uh, basic level, for
To get
acostumado, eu esqueci a
experience,
palavra.
to get used to it.
Yes. And that's it. But my difficult right now is to improve my speaking, because I don't have anyone to speak. And so I
understand that.
I made the platform Talk
Yeah,
and Talk.
how did you find Talk and Talk?
Actually, in Instagram, because I follow a teacher. She's called Yasmin.
Oh, Yasmin, yeah. Nice.
and I search this page, and that's what it is.
Very good, very good. And well, the most difficult thing is sometimes to find someone to practice the language we are learning. And most of times what I've seen and I've heard from people is a lot of places, not just online, but offline as well, you don't get in touch with so different situations or subjects to talk about. It's almost the same conversations about how did you learn English, where are you from, what do you do at work, and this and that. So it's basically this that people usually speak about. So
Yes, I don't know. I think that not only English courses, but teachers have to practice speaking more, and teaching speaking, because we don't have this so much, right? And maybe that's why I'm a little, I have some difficulties for that. I don't know. But you are a teacher?
yeah, I'm gonna make my long story short. I'm graduated in IT, so I was a system analyst, and I quit to be an English teacher in 2016. And since that time, I started giving private classes, and then in companies, group, online, and face-to-face. And in 2016, I created Talk and Talk to bring a free environment for people to practice their English skills. And since then, we have been doing that for free. And right now we have more than that. We have other things. We have speaking classes, business classes, preparation for English interviews. We also have private sessions for questions and doubts students may have. We also have pronunciation classes. So we are bringing more. Of course, it's how we maintain and support the free environment. But basically, yeah, I still teach English, not that much anymore, but I still do. I have some private students, and also the group classes in the platform. So I still teach.
That's cool.
And I'm studying natural science, like it's I think it's like it's a natural science degree. It's like how we call here in Brazil licenciatura. So to develop teachers. So I'm really into education. I'm really into teaching. I love teaching more than anything else. So that's it, basically.
Oh, that's cool. So I speaking with the person who created all of this.
Yes,
That's
exactly. So if you have any questions, that's the time you can ask everything for real.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have more people for this individual conversations. We have Endo now, and we have Ana Paula Batalha as well.
Okay. As a teacher, what what types do you can give it to me for develop my speaking?
Yeah, to develop your speaking, you need to speak. No questions about it. And do not get yourself just into native speakers, but try to speak with people. If they are human beings, there is a chance to speak, you know? But also try to be immersed in the English world. So everything you think, everything you study, everything you may do, you need to think that it's about English. So everything I study nowadays, it's in English. And I'm trying now, I started this in 2010 to develop myself as an English student, because I had a lot of difficulties to listen and to understand, especially songs, films, and things like that. And then I changed my entire life to English. So everything was in English. And nowadays, for example, it's much better to have my computer, my stuff, and things I'm involved with in English. And I have just started Spanish learning, and I changed it to Spanish, and it's been really uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. So my computer, my cell phone, everything I think, and the things I consume, I'm trying to bring from Spanish language. And it's not that easy as English, but I'm trying really to get into the Spanish world to develop myself. So the advice I can give you to develop your English, it's you don't need to travel to live in another country. You need to travel in here. Your mind needs to travel to somewhere else. So you don't need to spend money for real. So you have the TNT platform. We have like this one-on-one conversation, but we have a group conversation where you're gonna be in touch with so many different topics that you would never talk about. So yesterday we talked about, are we alone in the universe? So like a topic that's really like, are you gonna talk about this with your friends in Portuguese? No, not that common, but we talk about things like that. So come to TNT, to the free meetings, and we have a lot of times per week that you can choose. And you're going to develop your confidence in here to keep teaching and to bring new ideas and new ways of teaching your students. So you're gonna develop yourself a lot, because your learning process is gonna bring you like experience to bring to students, real experience, not just about the books and everything, but also how you manage a group and how you see things and topics. So yeah, the advice is really to change I'm not a coach, and I have a lot of friends, I have no,
But this makes sense.
You need to change your mindset. You need to change your mindset, you know? It's all about this way of thinking.
I just started to see a teacher called Tiffany. She's a native speaker, and she has a account and YouTube. And last week she created a workshop that talks about affluence and the 5 secrets of fluence. And one of the things that she talks loud, you just already talks to, is about confidence. And and I have some issues with that in my personal stuff.
Most of people, and it's not about English, it's about everything else.
It is about life.
Yeah, exactly. Indeed.
But I just start to think, you know what? If I, oh my God, how do I say this? If I just, I just have to just start and somewhere and to anyone, because I don't know. I think I can, I don't know how to speak this word in English. Procrastinando.
Yeah, to procrastinate. It's procrastinate.
Really.
Oh yeah, the first time I got this word, it was like, oh my God.
Really. But I just started to, it's not because this workshop that I started to thinking about this, but in my study at home, I just realized, I just realized, and I just started thinking, how do I develop my speaking? And I started to think it too. I became a English teacher, so I need to practice that. and I want to. It's not a. It's difficult because it is another language, but I want to this, you know, and that's it.
And then can I say something? When I started, in the beginning, it was really difficult, especially when I had this free environment to speak with other people. And then suddenly some teachers, they arrived back there. Every time I saw another English teacher, because when you say you are an English teacher, there's like a kind of inner pressure. You have something inside yourself that, oh my God, I'm telling I'm an English teacher. So
Yes.
I need to pose myself as an English teacher. So I need to know everything. I need to do this or I need to do that.
Yes.
And
yes.
you compare yourself with other teachers. So please do not do that. Do not do that. Like you're going to be you're going to be Carolina, and Carolina is unique, and you're a teacher that is evolving and developing yourself. I'm Philip, and I'm another person. I'm developing, evolving myself as an English teacher. So it's totally different things. And you are, as soon as you realize that, you're going to see how much you're going to learn, because there's always something to teach someone, and we always have something to share. So you can always help someone. And then you're going to see, okay, with this kind of student or that, I feel more confident, or this kind of student, I don't feel that much. So, and then you balance and you see, and then, okay, you're touching things in your time, maybe slowly, sometimes faster, but it's your time, it's your way. You do not compare yourself, because if you go to English teaching groups, I don't know about you, but I freaked out back there. I was like, oh my God, I'm the worst teacher ever. I'm from the IT area. I don't know. Like, I was like feeling that I'm not the person for this, you know, self-sabotage.
Yes.
Yeah, so please. And we try on Talk and Talk, we try to all the students, everybody, like we are English students as well, though we teach, but we are English students, and in the platform we are there just to, you know, to learn. We don't care about your titles, we don't care about the English level, we don't care about your background experience, we just care about yourself, your human being, and being comfortable in the platform to speak and to talk to each other, to develop yourself, basically, you know. And each person develops in a way, so there's no right or wrong answer.
Yes, and all of this you just said, I'm thinking here with me, because when I'm decided that, okay, Now I'm going to be an English teacher.
That's
So
difficult.
many thoughts running in my mind because I'm not fluent, so I'm not able to do this. So I almost give up, almost. But
there's this imposter syndrome that we have, you know.
yes, and then I just started to think, you know, I don't know. Life is what it is, and let's see what can happen, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my speaking now, if you can understand me well.
Yeah, totally. Like perfectly. Like it's a conversation. This is something good. Conversation, like the language itself, it's there's a lot of ego involved. Why is that? Because when you speak, you are exposing yourself, you're exposing what is inside, and it's really hard to do that. So what for me, what important most is the message and who you are, and what's your purpose about something you're saying, you're speaking. Of course, there are some exams, some tests, they are going to evaluate you, and they are going, you need to know the grammar, the rules and everything, and to do this and that, and how to speak in other manners and vocabulary, different ways to say the same thing. You're going to be tested in different situations. Okay, this is something. But when we are talking here, like I really don't care if you're advanced, if you're basic, if you're native, if you're whatever the fluency level or proficiency level you have. So we're having a good conversation in English, and that's what is this place about. Okay.
I thank you so much for being so supportive, because as you say, I started to follow some teachers on Instagram, and I felt that pressure.
Yeah. I stopped following all of them because they are much better than me. They are perfect teachers. They don't commit mistakes, and I have a lot of mistakes. I have a lot to improve. So I've stopped following because they are so perfect and I'm so bad. And to stop this feeling inside myself, I started to protect me, especially when I started in 2015, 16 mostly. And yeah, you're gonna see, Carolina, in some time you're gonna develop yourself a lot. There's no question, but you need patience for that, you know.
Yes, I realize that.
And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take 2-3 years for, I don't know how much time. Like I'm in this business for the last, since 2015 when I started for real. But before that, I taught in as a volunteer. So it's been a while, but really as a, like, I live and I make profit and I support myself and I eat because of English language. But it's hard and takes time, you know.
Yes.
And it's a lot of ups and downs, and it's normal, you know.
Yes, I just thinking with me because um, you talks about grammar rules when we speak, and one of the things that make me demorar
To to wait or to delay or
To wait,
make me?
to wait. Make me to wait is because when I just started to think to speak, I just started to think, oh my God, but how do I say this? The grammar rules. So all in my head just became so confusing. And but when I started to painting, I just forget about all of this because these make me so anxious and so
Bad
I don't know.
feelings, not helping, not help. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help.
And if I just continues thinking about this, never happens, right? The
Exactly.
speaking
If you
never
think too
happens.
much, yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, that's why I tell everybody, come and join the TNT free meetings. You don't need to pay, like it's free. And every time you have a different topic to discuss and to talk. So there's no reason to not be part of it. And it's like every session you have a new person who leads the conversation and who is responsible for the topic and the discussion. So every time you're gonna see someone different and you're gonna have the chance to talk to a lot of people, meet a lot of different people. So Carolina, just enjoy this and take this opportunity with you throughout your career and just keep studying, keep going. You know, there's no other way.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for all of this.
You're welcome. And if you wanna to book again, just go back to the website. There is like the free conversation in group and this free one-on-one conversation that it's just one person, and you can book with me as well, or Ana Paula or Endo. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. It was really a pleasure. Nice to meet you and see you around.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.